Our first grade friends and a couple of their second grade friends are taking their spots to start our assembly this morning. I'm going to have you check your belongings. If you took your jacket off, then it's on top of your backpack. If you had a book or a binder out, that you've put those things away. Check your bodies, make sure you're sitting crisscross. Okay, and I heard my friends turn their voices off. I'm gonna have my third grade friends stand up first. They did a great job this morning. Thank you, third grade friends. First grade friends, you look awesome. Second grade friends, fourth grade, fifth grade friends, and kindergarten friends. Make sure your right hand's on your heart, looking at American flag. Remember, you'll stay there as we sing our patriotic song for the month.
Good morning, my name is Evan. Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention to the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, my name is Leela. Please join me in saying the Oklahoma flag salute. Attention, salute, pledge.
I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people.
Good morning, my name is Jamie. Please join me in singing the patriotic song, Star Spotted Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose voice strikes and bright stars through the perilous fight? For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, both hearts bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good morning, my name is Casey. Please join me in saying the Liberty School Creed. Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Brooklyn. The word of the month is opposite. Opposite is expecting the best to happen. Please repeat after me. Optimism is expecting the best to happen. Thank you. Good morning, my name is Landon. The quote of the week is nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anybody can go start today and make a new landing. Please repeat after me. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning.
Nobody can go back and start a new beginning.
But anyone can start today and make a new ending.
But anyone can start today and make a new ending.
Thank you. Here's Mrs. Martina.
Thank you, first grade friends and a couple of second grade friends for leading our assembly this morning. For a moment of silence, I do want us to think about that optimism Yesterday wasn't your best day, but today is a new day. It's a beautiful day. I want you to think about how are you going to make today the best day possible? How are you going to think positively? How are you going to think, I know this math might not be my favorite thing, but I'm going to work through it. I'm going to be positive. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about it's a new day, starting over. I appreciate my friends and walking in the gym. I pause for a second to think about how it's a new day and I'm going to make it the best day ever. Thanks, Liberty friends. Everyone say, good morning, Chef Jeff.
Good morning, Chef Jeff.
And good morning. Can anybody guess what's in here? Just take a guess. Just say it. Go ahead. Cake, cookies. Are you ready for this? I don't know. All right, I want you to hold this. Not this. What in the world is this? It's a tongue. It's a cow tongue. Why? You all have one. Not a cow tongue, but you have a tongue. We all have. I know. I've heard you using them today. You've been using them. So, but we all have a tongue. But the tongue is an incredible. It's a muscle. There are 8 muscles in this tongue, and it serves a lot of purposes. Of course, the one I'm hearing today talking. You know, you do your T's out front, your R's in the back. It has a mucous membrane underneath it right there. But it also helps us when we eat. We chew on the food, and the tongue generates something called saliva or spit. And then that goes into the food, and it breaks it down more, and then the tongue works it over with the teeth, and then when we get to the point where we're ready to swallow, it'll let us swallow it. Now the tongue also has something called taste buds. Everybody has taste buds. You have a lot of them. When you were a baby, when you were born, you only had 2 kinds of taste buds. You had sweet and you had bitter. That's all you had. That's why when new babies sometimes taste something for the first time, they go like that because they're not getting the sweet, they're getting the bitter. And it's going, I'm not sure I like that. Now we have taste buds all up and down our tongue, on the sides of it, and on the sides of our mouth, on the roof of our mouth, and then the back of the esophagus. And what we have now, many years ago when I was growing up, they taught us that one part of the tongue is sweet, one part is salty, one part is bitter, and the other part is sour. But that's not true. It's all over. We have different emphasis in different areas, but it's all over. As we get older, we start to lose a lot of those, but we taste all of those. You have 4,000 to 10,000 taste buds on your tongue. Now, if you felt that, it's kind of rough. If you've ever been licked by a cow, you know how that feels. It's kind of rough, but it's still pretty moist for as long as it's been out of the cow. But you can see the taste buds all on top of that, and then we sense those when we taste something. And then our body decides if we want it or not. Now there's another taste bud that I didn't mention. It's called umami. It's U-M-A-M-I, umami. And that is a Japanese term, means savory or a full flavor. That means it goes to our brain and says, wow, I really like that. I want to eat more of that. Now we have taste buds right back here in the back part of the tongue that it's kind of a defense mechanism, because if something is spoiled or it's gone bad, it'll notify these ones back here, and that'll keep us from swallowing it. It might make us do other stuff, but it'll keep us from swallowing. I mean, you could choose to swallow if you want, but it'll stop it for us. So this is amazing. Now, if you were wanting to eat this tongue, and a lot of people do, there's something called barbacoa, which is real common in a Mexican restaurant, or there's different Asians eat a lot of the tongue. You would slow cook it, or you would boil it, and then you would get a pair of pliers and you would pull this part off, and then you would mince the meat on the inside. A lot of people will do a sliced tongue sandwich too. It's got a very good flavor to it. It's part of the cow. The best way to try it is to not know you're eating it. So, but the tongue is something we use, very important to what we do every day. So have a great week. We will see you again in April. Thank you very much.
Say thanks, Chef Jeff. Yes. Yes, the cupcakes and cow tongue, very different things. Interesting this morning. I think, before we do other announcements, Miss Orr has an announcement. Next Thursday, we have our third quarter Spacha party. I know it's always a surprise, but we try to give students some clues, and so Miss Orr has one of our very first clues.
Okay, my first clue today is two colors, black and white. Something that has to do with black and white. I'll have more clues for you next week.
Interesting, Miss Orr, black and white. I wonder what that means, black and white. Oh, 20 tickets, yes. So if you're thinking today is the last cash-in before next Wednesday, so if you're thinking about, yeah, I want to go to that Spacha party, how many tickets do I have? It's a time when we talk about thinking first at Liberty. Well, this would be a time to think first today, to be thinking about how many do I have? Can I cash in for something today, this afternoon? And then still have enough to cash in on Wednesday for our celebration. So our celebration is next Thursday in the afternoon. Be thinking about black and white. What does that mean? Do I want to go? Remember, every time it's something different, so you don't know what it is, and it's always a surprise. Let's see, are there any classroom announcements this Friday morning? We have our book winner. Okay, we have our March Madness. Show off now.
All right, we are on the second round. Yesterday we read If I Ran the Zoo and Green Eggs and Ham. It was a close call for a lot of classes, but the winner that's going on is Green Eggs and Ham.
Okay, so we'll have Mr. A move the book on our bracket back in the back. We'll continue on through next week and see who's going to be the winner of our March Madness Dr. Seuss books. I do have an announcement, students, about recess, something to think about, and we may think about it next week during our moment of silence. But we're thinking about if a problem happens at recess, and I'm going to wait for just a second because I should be on, Ms. Martinez, that's how I know that you're being a good listener, and our voices should be turned off. If there's a problem that happens at recess, please make sure that as soon as it happens that you're going and informing an adult that's outside. Do not wait to line up, and then when your teacher comes out, you tell your teacher, so-and-so and so-and-so and so happened at recess. That time's over. Some of my friends don't want to stop their game of Foursquare, like if a problem happens at Foursquare, like it was on the line and there was kind of a disagreement about that and somebody didn't think they were out. They don't want to stop playing to go and tell the adult, but then they wait to tell their teacher. And that's not our procedure. If we need to take care of those problems as soon as they happen with the adult that's outside. So if a problem happens at recess, it needs to stay at recess. It doesn't need to come into your classroom unless the adult tells your teacher, we need some help with this situation. But recess problems should be solved at recess. So think about that, and we'll talk more about that next week. We'll give situations and scenarios, and we can talk about that. If your class needs to move a paw print, I'm going to have you send a representative while I am finding our in the cupboard questions. Yesterday I was not in assembly, so I'm going to read the questions from chapter 10 and 11. Okay, chapter 10 was breakfast truce. Why does Little Bear call Omri a woman? Why does Little Bear call Omri a woman? Jay, do you know? No? Why does Little Bear call Omri a woman? Marshall?
Because Omri called him a bunch of really horrible names.
No? David's? Because he cooks for him. Because he cooks for him. Let's see, what happens after Little Bear and Boone eat breakfast together? What happens after Little Bear and Boone eat breakfast together? Brendolyn?
They fight.
They do. They get in a fight. They fight each other. Okay, from chapter 11, which was last night's chapter, why won't Boone wash his hair? Why won't Boone wash his hair? Why won't Boone wash his hair? Armando, do you know why Boone won't wash his hair?
It's only for girls?
Yeah, because only girls wash, that's what he says. He says that, that's not true, but he says that only women wash their hair. And what did Omri take from Little Bear before he would let him be together with Boone? He took something away from him? Faith, what was it? His knife. He took his knife away from him before he could be with Boone because he was afraid of what was going to happen if he left him with his. So if you answered a question, make sure you come to the office first thing this morning to get your t-shirt as your prize. Make sure you're reading tonight and ready for our questions on Monday. We just have a few more chapters of our book. I am excited for a great Friday. It's a beautiful day. Make sure you bring your jackets to recess in case it's chilly. Miss Simmons is not here today, and we do not have a substitute, so I will be coming and bringing some students to your classrooms as we split. Have a great day. Liberty first grade and second grade friends, be role models and lead us out.